Hello guys, I hope everything is going fine. I wasn't planning to do this video, but I feel really good today. I woke up this morning and EURUSD has done brilliant. Slow steps. My targets are still pretty high. As I discussed earlier, I'm waiting for 1.16 or something like that. So there's still some time to go, but again, I just feel brilliant today. And when you wake up and you have some profits that you could close, and just to get more margin. So I feel pretty good. I'm trying to stay light because things are a bit tricky. It's tough times, I believe, in global politics and economics. So I'm trying to stay safe. As I shared in the earlier video, I don't want to get caught in some kind of a crash or some kind of unexpected news. So that's one thing. I feel very good that I feel I'm in a position where I can start closing some of my trades, gain more margin. I think another news that came out today from the US, I believe the employment, the non-farm payrolls, I believe that's what they call it. It was a huge miss. I don't recall on the top of my head, but 177K was expected and it was like 77K or something like that. So that was good for me. I am not really following up with Brexit and other European things. I'm not really following up on how things are going on after the elections there. So yeah, I will not talk much about random stuff. Let's get to the charts here. I want to show you guys some stuff that makes me very comfortable on the EURUSD long trade. However, I am still on my longs, but I'm just showing you guys why I think it should keep going up. And but do not my nose is super blocked, I'm sorry, I have these sinuses acting up. Anyways, do have your stop losses or your hedging positions, whatever you're comfortable with. I have my shorts placed as well, but again, I'm just going to be showing you some stuff today on TradingView. And excuse me for my bad camera angles and bad handling. I'm just doing this like an amateur, so I'm just going to move to the screen now. Okay, so if it is not very clear, I am on EURUSD on the weekly chart using TradingView just so that I could sketch some stuff for you. I would do this on my showing you my accounts, but I don't want to show personal details. So okay, what is so interesting on the weekly chart? Let's begin with the Fibonacci first. I don't know how you guys sketch that, but I would go from here, the lowest point, all the way to the highest point. We can do a sketching thing later on. Again, excuse me since I'm using one of my hands to do this, so I'm trying to be as accurate as possible. So here's the Fibonacci to begin with. All right, and we can see that, oops, sorry. Okay, so this is the lowest point, that's the highest point on the weekly. And if I were to draw it until here, you will see that this is a noticeable point. Actually, let's just do that before I just do it that way. So if this was my highest point, it was not super clean around the 0.786 area, but this shit kind of happens. But it moved around from this level. But anyways, I do agree that this is not my most favorite type of a jump or a rebound. Either way, so let's get to this point now. So what do I see here? I see that it is at a very critical point. This is 0.382. I don't know if this is actually flipped because I don't use TradingView much, but either way, even if it's flipped, this is one of the levels. It will be 61.8 if you do it the other way around. Either way, you see that it's a key level. It has had some movement around it. So I'm talking about this point right here. So it had a kind of a break below it, but it's trying to it tried to hold on here. But again, it's a very crowded point. It is tricky. It's not the cleanest of charts, I agree. But with these things, these lines might be of importance, but they could be zones too. So this could be a zone thing, because if you scoot back to the past, you see that this region where it is now here, in the past it had a lot of noise So this is generally quite noisy for me on a chart. We had a bit of fluctuations here as well. Either way, so it tried to hold on around this level. It broke below a little bit, and we're on the weekly as we're discussing. So there is some kind of motion going on around here, and this weekly candle today is just brilliant for me. There's been a lot of up and down, a lot of up and down, focusing downwards, okay? And the weekly candle today, or for this week, was just brilliant. We are at around 1.13328. That's just excellent for me. It's a large green candle, so I would expect this to continue further up. Let's see how it goes. What else? The other thing is that there's a lot of resistance point now that we've had based on our recent history. You see this downward slope? It's actually a wedge. Let's do that. Again, I am sorry for doing this with one hand, because I'm holding the camera on my other hand. Okay, this is a mess. So this is, I've been talking about a falling wedge for quite some time. So the wedge is actually like that if I were to extend it. Okay. So what we have today, as you can see, it has slightly broken the wedge on the top side here. And I hope it goes well, because this could be fake. You know what I mean? You never know how markets fucking work. So I mean, this could close up today. I mean, it is okay. It has closed. Let me just check the timings. The market is closed, guys. I am in a different time zone, so I've lost track of time. Fine, yeah, the markets are closed. We have closed above. Now next week is super crucial, where we need to know if this shit can continue going up. But it's brilliant for me, because for the past so many fucking weeks and days I have been waiting for this, because we haven't got a proper bottom yet. But if this is the bottom, then we're good to go. We're good to go at least around here, 1.16. I don't know, it could go further up. Of course, if this is a proper bottom and this was a 61.8 or 38.2, whatever fucking level that you have on your chart, and it reversed from here, you could definitely move quite high. You've seen earlier when we broke a lot of supports and we came to 1.13 here. This was last year, I believe, in August. It went back up to 1.18. So I don't mind if this even like retraces back to 1.17 and then continues falling down. I don't give a shit. My interest is to reach 1.16 at least, and I try to see how further up I can hold. So yeah, this is the falling edge. Things are looking good. Next week is very crucial. We need to see if this shit can, like, you might have a little bit of a dip and then continue further up, or would it just like tumble down again and it's like a fake breakout kind of a scenario. That's it. I'm just gonna move back to my face now. So yeah, I hope I was useful somehow. I know that we're not doing much technical stuff, but primarily it's because I don't have the tools, right? I don't have the right equipment. I'm holding this camera literally like a monkey, so sorry for that. I hope we can change these things. I'd really love to show you more chartings, because everybody does these charting things differently. You draw indicators differently. There's so many things we could explore together. But yeah, I guess everything comes with time, and we see how things go. I'm so praying for this EURUSD move to be sustained, and let's see how it goes. I do not see a weekly move this big since 20th August. Since the week of 20th August 2018. So it's been a year now. Damn, this has been a year for such a large move. That's why I feel super excited. We'll see how it goes, and if we can sustain this move, that's just gonna be epic. So let me know if you have any questions. Let's try to be active, please. See you around.